To celebrate the insane growth on the channel recently, I'm going to be doing my biggest giveaway at 7,000 subscribers. I'm going to be giving away a Dueling Dragons to one lucky viewer watching the video right now. And all you have to do to enter is drop a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and comment your gamer tag along with your platform in the comment section. Good luck to everyone that enters, but without further ado, let's get into the video. Just before we do get into the video, I'd love to give a quick shout out to the brand new sponsors on the channel, Aoa.com. Aoa is a reliable website that sells Rocket League items in exchange for money at the lowest prices and the fastest delivery speeds. Make sure to check them out through the top link in the description and use code TXC for 6% off on every purchase that you make. Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to another video and the finale of trading from nothing all the way up to the titanium white octane. This series has been absolutely insane so far. We've made so much profit along the way, but we're going to be finally getting the white octane at the end of the video. So make sure to watch all the way to the end to see every single trade that I do, as well as the final trade where I get the white octane on my account. Before we get into the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe and notifications if you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. Let's try and hit 50 likes on this video, but without further ado, let's get into the first trade of the episode. Now, we're starting off the episode with an inventory of around 15.5 thousand credits, and white octane has been creeping up recently, and it's roughly selling for around 17,500 credits at the time I'm recording this video. Right now, it's going for around 18.5 to 19k. I'm not sure what it's going to do next, but it's looking very stable right now, creeping up so much, and yeah, in the last 3 days, it's gone up by around 1.5k, I'm pretty sure. Maybe even 2,000 credits, but yeah, you guys get the idea. I've got to make a lot of profit before we can actually get this white octane. So to do that, I'm going to be having to sell a lot of my items for around min to mid price in credits, and then buying back some more items for like 200 under minimum, or maybe even more than that, just to maximize the amount of profit I can get. And I managed to sell my Dueling Dragons for 1.8k credits, which is very good because a few days later, it drops by 300 credits. It's now at 1.5 to 1.7k, which is really bad considering this item was at like around 4 to 5,000 credits just a few months ago. So that just goes to show how dead the Rocket League market is right now, and Dueling Dragons especially is in the bin. I really hope it will pick up shortly because it's just a really nice item. It's probably the best black market in the game, and I'm not even sure if it's the most expensive unpainted one right now. I haven't really looked, but it's in the bin right now. I'm not gonna lie, Dueling Dragons is so cheap. Now is probably the best time to pick one up if you would like, and you might even make some profit. I mean, you might be able to invest in this item. I feel like it's gonna shoot up at some point, but I just got no idea when that's gonna happen. And this mainframe that I'm now selling, I'm pretty sure I picked it up for just 700 credits. That's when it was worth 1 to 1.2k in value, and the next day it picked up, and the day after it went up 100 credits again. So yeah, I got myself a really good amount of profit on that trade. I would have finished this series so much more quickly, but I was just racing to get the white octane. It was shooting up in price. I couldn't really get to it any faster. Like, it was just going up as fast as I could make profit. So yeah, at the point it was going up, it was just so annoying for me. I couldn't catch it up whatsoever, and I was just desperate to get the white octane. And what I found more annoying than that was when I bought an item, it went down in price. Like, I bought this Dueling Dragons for 1.5k, I'm pretty sure, and then I sell it right here for 1.7k, but it went down 100 credits, which wasn't really ideal because I lost 100 credits more profit than I could have got. And just for a bit of an inventory update, my inventory is now worth around 17,000 credits, which is pretty decent, around 500 credits away from getting the white octane. But the rest of this video is basically me just selling a load of my items so that I can get the amount of credits that I need to finally get this white octane. And yeah, just because of how dead the market is right now, I have to sell a lot of my items for a lot cheaper than I would have liked. But in the end, we still do manage to get the white octane, and it was all worth it. And this little purple reactor was so annoying. I've had it for most of the series, probably since like episode 3 or something, and I just couldn't sell it. I listed it up everywhere, and eventually I had to take 100 credits for it, even though it's valued at 350 to 450. So that just goes to show how hard to sell some of these items really are. I'm selling my gravity bomb right here for a little bit of an overpay, which is quite rare because black markets don't really go for an overpay anymore. You have to sell them for like a minimum price in credits, which I've been doing for most of the series. But gravity bomb, I actually got a little bit more than minimum price, which I was very happy to see. I think I roughly got around 550 credits for it when minimum price is 450. There are loads of items that are just very hard to sell that I kind of want to avoid in this series unless I can buy it for very cheap. And that's probably one of the biggest reasons why a lot of people struggle with nothing to somethings. They don't really trade a lot, so they don't know what items are easy or hard to sell. They just look at RL Insider, and if they see they buy an item for less than minimum price, they're happy. But it takes absolutely ages to sell some items, and yeah, my gravity bomb, that's usually hard to sell. I actually got a little bit of a decent offer for it, but I was actually really surprised to see that. So a lot of items, you won't really know if they're hard to sell or easy to sell unless you start trading quite a bit. One of the best things to make profit on are definitely black markets, but once again, you've got to realise what ones are actually easy or hard to sell, such as Buffy Sugo. That is extremely hard to sell. If you want to buy that, probably pay like 100 credits. It is not worth your bother unless you pay that amount. Painted Octanes are usually really good to make profit on, but it depends how much you underpay for, because I'm pretty sure I bought this Forest Green Octane for 200 credits under minimum. I still would have made profit if I bought it for 100 credits under minimum, but I'm just trying to get the most amount of profit I can in the shortest amount of time possible. I usually try and underpay by around 200 to 500 credits, but when you've got a smaller inventory, it's definitely harder to do that. But the most challenging thing with trading is definitely finding a trader that will actually be willing to sell you an item for quite a bit under minimum price. That's probably why it's harder to buy things like Painted Octanes, because people know that they can get minimum price for it, so they're not really willing to sell it for under minimum price. But if they do have a bit of a struggle selling this item, they're always going to be willing to take a little bit of an underpay just to get it gone. Now, a really good tip that quite a few people don't know is that when an item like the Nissan Skyline comes out in the shop, the credit demand rises so much. So it's the best time to just put up a post saying, have 1,000 credits, want an offer. Because a lot of the time, you're going to get a really decent overpay offer. This is always because people want to get credits as soon as possible so they can actually buy something like the Nissan Skyline in the shop. This was also seen when items such as the White Fennec and the White Dominus were bought out in the shop. People really wanted them, and some of them didn't have enough credits. Yeah, sure, some of them probably would have bought credits from the item shop, but a lot of them just went to sell their items so they could get a lot of credits and buy the item in the item shop. This is why when the Nissan Skyline came to the shop, I started trading so much more on this account. It's because I knew I could get the White Octane as soon as possible. And as you've just seen, I've sold all of my items for credits, and we can finally get the White Octane. Now I'm trading all the credits over to my main account just so I can actually buy the White Octane with most of the credits, because on my Nothing to Something account, I can only put in 10,000 credits at a given time. So it's not really ideal when I'm trying to buy the White Octane. But here is the final trade. I'm giving him 16,560 credits as well as the Meteor Storm, which almost adds up to a little under mid-price at the time. And since then, it's risen by another 1,500 credits, so that is easy profit on my main account. Now, what I'm actually going to do is keep the White Octane on my Nothing to Something account because I feel like it deserves it. I'm just leaving it with no items, but I've made most of my profit on this single account. So I trade over the White Octane back to my Nothing to Something account, and that is going to be the series completed. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed. We finally got the White Octane. It's taken us 8 episodes, which is actually pretty decent. Roughly 2.2k credits every single episode. But yeah, we finally got the White Octane. It looks absolutely insane, and it is the most hyped car in the game. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do with this car. Should I wait for it to try and rise up a little bit, or should I just get it gone and keep my Mercy set up? But anyway, guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. I really hope you have enjoyed. Like I said at the start, let's try and get 50 likes on this episode just because it's the finale. It's supposed to be the most hyped episode of the entire series. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please check out the links in the description, such as Discord, Instagram, and my second channel. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.